One of my favorite Mr. Burns moments is when Homer goes up to complain that when the cafeteria is serving fish sticks, they don't have any tartar.
Have their tartar
sauce. Yeah, that's my favorite. Give them their tartar sauce. Sally, I feel like you were talking directly to me, which is really great and really impactful. But man, I didn't know you were going to hit the nail on the head that hard. That was pretty exact.
Disappointing that we have neither barbecue nor tequila as part of today's program, but we'll persevere either way.
Man, okay, well, I will accept your invitation to that party.
Absolutely, we'll make it happen.
I got goose pimples, Nate. Your voice is incredible. Man. What an intro.
Well, listen, I've got to do something because I cannot compete with the hat. I wish I had a hat that would fit my gigantic head, but I don't. They haven't made a hat big enough for this cranium yet.
Well, I think it's really about every time you touch or give a customer some sort of a feeling, whether it is in person, whether it is digitally, whether it is in writing, whether they use your brand in a particular setting. Every time you have an opportunity to have an interaction with a real human being in whatever medium, you are giving them a customer experience.
No, I like that because it's not an exact science, as I always say. I do feel customer experience is a science. My description of it is that it is a representation of everything an organization does that enables its customers to interact with its products and services. That is my simple definition. And that is why every single employee in an organization has a role to play in the delivery of the experience in some way.
I think customer experience is, in the end, the collective whole of experience with your organization or business. So that could be from website to a phone call to the mail, whatever. And so that experience is woven through every single facet of your business.
Customer experience is what you and I as consumers actually go through. So customer experience management is that sort of overarching outside-in perspective to a business operation, to bind it together, to really understand what to do to get customers to transact more or to stick around longer, and to eliminate the reasons why they would go away, why they would abandon a shopping cart online, for example, or why they would come to your branch but they wouldn't open a loan with your branch.
I define customer experience as the sum of all the interactions that a customer has with a brand over the life of that relationship with the brand, and probably most importantly, the feelings, the emotions, and the perceptions that they have about those interactions. And when I say we have to define what it is not, it's not customer service, customer success, customer marketing, customer satisfaction. It is none of those. It is sort of the umbrella of all of those.
What a great question. And I do love the Forrester definition, paraphrase slightly here, the thoughts and perceptions that people have towards a brand. So I love that idea of thoughts and feelings and perceptions. It's that combination of the left brain, the really scientific elements of CX, with the analytics and the change management and the project management and all that meaty stuff, with the incredibly important right brain, feelings and perceptions and relationships. And
I think it means a lot of things to a lot of people. I think it means something very different today than it did 10 years ago or even 2 years ago. I think it really is about the comprehensive emotional experience a customer has with a brand. Every point they interact with it, are they happy? Are they sad? Right? If they're sad, do they make them happy?
I think customer service is a subset of customer experience. There's a terrific quote in my book from a guy named Chris Zane, who is the owner of a shop called Zane's Bicycles or Zane Cycles. And he says customer service is what happens when customer experience breaks. And it's brilliant, right? Because if you don't want to have a customer service team, then all you got to do is have a perfect customer experience. No one will ever want to call. Now, we know that's not really possible, but customer service is part of the customer experience. My definition is that customer experience is how customers feel about every single interaction with the brand.
Welcome to CX Wise, the podcast where we share wisdom, insights, stories, and expertise from the world of customer experience.